Hello, tonight our lesson is on dividing fractions. This is part 1. So if you recall from our work in class, when we're looking at dividing by fractions, we can use a picture to show it. So our first example, we have 1 and we're dividing by 1/4. So what we would do is we would take that 1 whole and divide it into 4 parts. Okay, and each part would represent 1/4 of the whole amount. So if I take 1 whole and I divide by 1/4, I end up with 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. So the answer to that division problem, 1 divided by 1/4, is equal to 4. That's how many equal parts it would take to make 1 whole. All right. So now let's extend that to the next example. We have 2 divided by 1/4. All right, so if I have 2 and I divide by 1/4, how many equal parts will we end up with? Well, if you said 8, you would be correct, because each would have 4 equal parts, and there's 2 whole amounts being divided up. So that equals a total of 8 equal 1/4 parts. All right, let's try this example. Let's take 3 and divide by 1/3. Go ahead and pause your video and then restart to check your answer. All right, welcome back from pausing the video. I have 3 and I'm dividing each one into 1/3 parts. So each one would have 3 1/3 parts for a total of 9 1/3 parts. Is that what you had? Okay, let's try another one. Here we have 4 and we're dividing by 1/2. Pause your video and restart to check your answer. Welcome back from pausing the video. There are many ways we could divide these in half. I'm going to go ahead and just draw a vertical line down the middle. So if I divide 4 whole amounts into 1/2 parts, how many 1/2 parts do we end up with? We end up with 8 1/2 parts. Is that what you had? Okay, let's try this one. All right, here we have 8 divided by 2/3. Now, since I want to know how many 2/3 parts there are, I'm going to go ahead and divide each of the pieces into equal thirds. Now the reason I'm doing that is that will allow me to group together 2/3 parts. Okay, so let's see. Here's 1/3, here's 2/3. So that's 1. 1/3, 2/3, that's 2. So each of these 8 pieces, these 8 rectangles, I can group together 2/3 parts. I'll get 1 out of each. So far I have a total of 8 2/3 parts. But I have some extra left over, right? I have some unused. Here, here, here. So each of these pieces has 1/3 left over. If I combine 1/3 and 1/3 together, that would make 2/3. All right, do you see how many more 2/3 combinations I can make? Here's 1, because 1/3 and 1/3 is 2/3. Here's 2, here's 3. All right, there's 4 more 2/3 pieces I could get. So that makes a total of 12 2/3 pieces out of the 8 whole amounts. And that was our answer. It was 12. So how'd you do? Did you get that one? All right, let's try the self-quiz. Go ahead and pause your video and do the self-quiz and restart to check your answer. Welcome back from pausing the video. I'm going to divide each of these into 1/5 parts. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 equal 1/5 parts in each one, so I have a total of 10. 2 divided by 1/5 will give you 10 equal parts. Did you get that one? Okay, that's all for tonight. Remember, read some books.